This video, I'm going to show you how to take one simple function inside Google Sheets and make your sports betting models more profitable. My name is MGCovers. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning into this video. We'll dive into this in just a second. Don't forget, if you're watching this video for the first time, follow me on Instagram's MGCovers, covered spelled with a Z. I put out a ton of content over there as well. I have something called Free Fridays to give out all my lines for all sports on Friday. So if you follow me, you get a ton of value simply by following me on Instagram. Let's dive into this video. Now, what you're looking at, this is basically a back test I've been doing with soccer. This is probably the 15th or 16th model I've created for soccer, but I've learned a lot, and a good testimonial for the business is to never give up, always grind. Soccer's always been something I've wanted to, quote, crack the code on, because it's a year-round sport. If you can get this sport profitable, it could produce a ton of profit for you just simply because it's year-round. Now, so what I did with this back test, what you're looking at, let me explain everything. So these are the teams here. This is my line that I created for that match. This right here is the books line. I can't show this. This is actually part of the model. And then, of course, it shows wins, losses, and units gained. Now, there's two types of games that you see here, two types of matches. One is called the 50-50 match, which means via my power rankings, both teams are even, so that favors one particular side. In this case, we're only playing home teams. Reason we're doing that, home teams win higher than the draw side or the away side, depending on the leading, anywhere from 40 to 45%. Now, also, this is a very important point to make. When you have your tracker made up like this, you can put as much information as you can. Like you could, if you're using two stats, I would put whatever those two stats are here and equate that with the side that, equate that stat to the team. So, and if you have three stats, the same. So that way, what I'm going to show you is basically the sort feature, so that you can sort this out and see which stat correlates to winning. So we have a match like this. My line's 150, books line is plus 190, or we have it where it's classic value, meaning my line is minus 168 here, and the books line is 250. So no need to calculate that. We have more than significant amount of margin for that to be a quote play. Now, if you add all this up with this back test, we went 9 and 15, which is 38% win ratio, and it was profitable at 2.66 units. Now, another thing I did, I only played matches where the line was plus 120 or greater. The reason doing that is we can hit anywhere from 50% or even less and still turn a profit long term. So that's why I put that criteria in there. Now, 9 out of 15, show you how to calculate win ratio. You add these two together. 9 plus 15 is 24. So we click equals 24. Equals 9, which is our number of wins divided by the number of total. 9 divided by 24, it was hitting 38. And we turned a profit of 2.66 units. Now, next thing we want to do is calculate our ROI, which is a return on investment. How many units did we have to invest to get back 2.66 to see if it's good? A great ROI would be 10%. Long-term in sports betting, if you can get it, 5% or higher, that's good as well. So we had a total of 24 wagers. There was no juice, so we just take, very simple to calculate this. We would take the units that we made, which was 2.66, divided by the total amount of units we invested, which was 24, and we get an ROI of 11%, which is really good. Now, what I want to show you, the premise of this video is showing you how you can increase and use one function inside Google Sheets to make your sports betting models profitable. Now, obviously, I can't show what's blacked out here. That's part of the model. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange these matches from teams that have the highest line via my model to the lowest line. And here's how you do that. So we come right here. I want you to click equals, and you're going to click sort, and then parentheses. And so what you're telling it is, what do you want it to sort? So we highlight all of this here. Now we want it to arrange everything by the lines here. Okay. So I'm actually going to use what's in column 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to arrange it, but you'll see it will make the highest line the first line, and so on and so on. So we click comma, then 4, then we type in false, parentheses, and boom. Now, if you look what happens by doing that, it shows the teams that had the highest line via my model, anywhere from minus 177 up top all the way down to plus 177. Now, what's really cool is what we do next. Let's look at all of the favorites, which is going to be Parma all the way down to Hull, which is a total of 10 matches. So we, in that back test of the 24, we had 10 teams that were basically favorites via my line, but they were underdogs at the books. So if we highlight all that, we get a sum of 3 units. You say, well, that's only a little bit better than the previous model. It's actually way better because of ROI. So we only invested 10 units, these 10 matches, to make 3 units profit. So that is an ROI of 30%. 3 divided by 10, that's 30% ROI, which is way higher. And let's see what happened to our win ratio. Probably around the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it went 4 and 6. 40%, which is a little bit better than the previous. Now, what's interesting about this is watch what happens when we highlight the teams that were dogs via my model. From right here all the way down, there's the profit, minus 0.34 units. And the reason why this is so important, if you were just tracking this normal without using any kind of sort feature or trying to, quote, make your models better, you would look at all of this up top and just make the assumption, hey, we yielded out 2.66 units. We had an ROI of 11%. That's good without any thought. And that would be good. But by using this sort feature and sorting out and just playing the, quote, top teams, we can invest less and actually make slightly more. Now, the only negative to this is relatively small sample size, but I really like the direction this model is going. So again, don't forget sort feature, find stats in your model, list those up here, up top, and then what you want to do down here, the second part of it is to sort using stats or line or whatever, and then look at seeing if you can increase the ROI or win percentage by playing the, quote, top teams via your power rankings. Hope this video helps. If you want access to power rankings for soccer every single day and all sports, $50 a month. There's a link to join in the description. Very inexpensive. Greatly appreciate you guys watching this video. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.